What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck?
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the show. Welcome on in. Each and every one of you noggles out there, where are my noggles at? Where are my bats at? My rats, my cats, my dogs. Maybe you're a goblin. Maybe you are an octopus. Either way, I welcome you into the show this week because this is Shadowmoor Week. Let's go. Let's get it. We're playing our Chaos decks. We're excited. This is Lorwyn Eclipsed Week 3. We've been playing our Lorwyn decks. We're getting ready to go to Shadowmoor. It's an exciting time. This is Hunt the Week, your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. And who am I? Well, you know me. I'm your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku or Go Home, the Pride of Mardu. 6-time top 8er, 2-time league winner, 1-time kind of put together a weird show. One time I hastily threw together a live taping that's coming up later. I'll explain it when we get there, but it was fun. It was weird, and it was a thing. I hope you enjoyed it. Or if not, you'll enjoy it later. It's coming up. But we are here in Lorwyn Week 3. We got to talk about it. We got to see who's doing well, who's winning, who's losing. So please join me as we enjoy another day in Lorwyn.
Grab my morning mug of muck from the auntie. Hunt for treasures inside someone else's bin. Squeeze some frogs in the bogs all around me. Just another day in Lorwyn.
That's right. As I record, about 6 p.m. on Thursday, this is your Lorwyn Eclipse Top 16 Christopher P. Dark Dragons 12-3. Bob P. Hit 11-4. Luke M. Gravecrawler 11-4. Chris F. Seafair John 11-4. Alex W. Imperial March 11-4. Michael B. Monkey Mage 11-4. Matt G. I Love Atar 11-4. Bryce G. Danny Brilliantine 11-4. Nav S. Espada 11-4. Richard K. Preacher 26 10-2. Miranda L. Black Canary 10-4. Lucas M. Finley 2K1 10-4. Vasco M. Mo Tatum 10-4. Samuel M. Starfire 10-5. Steve T. Strout 10-5. Maho G. Fordham 10-5. 5-0s for the week are Luke M. Gravecrawler 5-0. Chris F. C. Fair John 5-0. That's it. Only two. Only two so far this week. Yeah, there could be more. There could be more. George O's sitting there at 4-0. They're close, but only those two. How did I do? I did okay. 3-2. 3-2 on the week to be 7-8 overall. It's fine. It's going fine. I like my Lorwyn deck way more than my Shadowmoor deck, but I like the Shadowmoor games way more than the Lorwyn games. But also I'm 7-8. I only got 3 losses. I might not make it to week 5, which that don't happen to me much. It's pretty rare. I don't at least like top half break even kind of thing. We'll see if I get there, and I don't know if this is the deck to do it. I do not know. But we're going to try. And we're going to try our best. That's what we do. We're going to go Goku, or we're going to go home. And I did something a little different this week. I tried to get a guest this week. Couldn't get a guest. I decided I was just going to go live at a certain time. And anybody that wanted to pop into the room, we would kind of talk about whatever. And it all kind of worked out. A bunch of people came by. Steve gave us a stumper. I will say that there was a technical issue on my end that about every 5 minutes the audio would cut out. But I realized this while it was happening, and I was able to kind of fix it. I will say there's a lot of editing in this because if you're not in it and you were there, I didn't cut you out because I didn't like you or something. I cut you out because I had a bunch of audio problems and I had to make this work. But I think it does splice together all right. And if things sound a little weird or out of place, I'm doing my best. Give me a break here. did a last-minute live thing, and hey, I think we made it work pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's enjoy. Let's study the eclipse.
The moon and sun start to play, creating magic in the day. Solar eclipse, oh what a sight! Day turns to night, it's quite a sight. Moon comes sun for just a while, a cosmic show that makes us smile.
Yeah, this week we're not really studying the eclipse. Everyone come in. There's Raph F. Prudent, La Pilata, Nick A. Knee Star, Alex O. Poison Chicken, Jimmy C. Magic God, John D. Daily Draft, Steve T. Strout. There's a lot of people. A lot of people came by. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I try to get through a lot of them there. But it was a fun time, and I feel like it kind of encapsulates, hanging out on the server. A bunch of people stopping by, talking, league, talking draft, talking formats, talking all kinds of stuff. And we start off early with a great stumper by Steve. So good. It's a little hard to follow in audio if you don't know the cards, but, he's posted them. And basically, there's 2 creatures that can transform. He copies one of those transformed creatures or turns into the other one, and then he tries to transform it. What's going to happen? We'll see. We'll find out. Go ahead, enjoy my weird, wacky thing now. Raphael F. Prudent, MKM drafter, League
flunky.
League flunky? You can't be a flunky, man. You've won. You're a good player. You don't get to be a flunky and be as good as you are.
Oh, I'm washed. I am washed, my boy.
I feel like you're washed because you want to be washed. You don't want to win a league. You want to win something bigger, something better.
I don't know about that. It's what companies say all the time. There's so many things vying for our attention these days, and it's hard to stay focused on one thing, right? I think me and Adam were talking about it one time. Like, before you get your first league win, you're just itching to get that thing, right? You're doing all your research. You're scouring the rules. You're looking for ways to get that edge. And then, once you get it, it's like, okay, cool, let's go on a potty. And then, you try and win a potty. And then maybe you try and get that second league, Was the first one a fluke? Luckily, I was lucky enough to get both back-to-back. So I don't even worry about that anymore. Now I'm just like, let's try and just have some fun. Have a good time, right?
I need to...
Yeah, that's what I would say, too, if I had your racket for half.
Lotta, the birdie is here. Keep on a watchful eye.
Y'all can't be killers like Lottie out here.
You know what? It's a good mentality to have, because sometimes I'm not having fun. Sometimes I'm losing and I'm getting salty and I'm not having fun. And that's not fun. That's not what we're here to do. I want to have a good time. I don't want to be grumpy Goku, losing my matches, being salty.
Do you remember 2 years ago, we used to have some really insane debates on the side server about leagues, how people would act. Like, sometimes it was like almost personal at times, right?
Oh yeah, sure. I've gotten into it with some people. I try to not say much these days, because I've realized that I am easily my emotions, they go high quickly. I'm an emotional person.
Chris. I'm not sure if you heard the question.
Yes, let's see the question one more time here, Steve. Thank you.
So Ajani controls Erdu, Carrier of Dawn, and Grub Storied Matriarch. And while the triggers to transform them are on the stack, Ajani casts Mirror Form targeting Grub. Then both creatures become a copy of Grub. Ajani keeps the copy that was originally Erdu. And now the trigger to transform it is resolving, and Ajani is going to pay the black mana to transform it. What is going to happen when he pays that black mana? So far we have 1 vote for it does nothing, 1 vote for it transforms into Isilu, Carrier of Twilight.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, yeah.
So Nick A thinks it doesn't flip.
No, I think it does.
You think it does flip. Lotta.
It flips into what? Does it flip into the backside of Grub, the backside of Erdu?
Ooh, now we're getting there.
Backside of Grub. Okay, so we have 3 different answers.
Oh my gosh.
John, what do you think?
Oh man, I think it... First, if you do transform, it says Erdu. It doesn't say Grub. I think we get the backside of Erdu.
Oh, wait. Was this card originally Grub or Urdu?
It was originally Erdu.
Oh. Okay, then I agree with John. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 3 for it transforms into Isilu, is that right? And 1 for nothing happens.
Correct. I'm only going with old, outdated knowledge, probably from Mom. That when you make a copy of a card that transforms, it doesn't transform.
All right, let's find out who is closest to correct. So I'm going to resolve this, and I'm going to choose to pay.
Do you know, is Arena going to get it right? Have you?
Arena gets this right. So this is what happens. We end up with still a grub, but the grub's transform triggers, and you get the original grub back to your hand.
I'm so confused. But it shows.
I would have.
Let me explain
Would
what
not have
happened
guessed this
here.
in a million years.
All right, let me explain what happened here. We had Erdu, which had an effect that made it copy grub. So just to be specific, since they're both called grub, it copied grub storied matriarch. And what happened is we paid the black mana, which transforms the card. The card gets flipped into Isilu, Carrier of Twilight, but the copy effect is still active. So so now instead of having Erdu, Carrier of Dawn copying grub, we have Isilu, Carrier of Twilight copying grub. And because the card transformed, we get the when this creature transforms into grub storied matriarch trigger happens, and that brings the original grub from the graveyard back to the hand. So even though it looks identical, it does count as having transformed because the card underneath the copy did flip.
That's blowing my mind.
How do you even keep track of that in paper? Like, it's insane.
I'm just a puzzle guy.
So, Steve, I have a question then. So, in Mom, if you copied a transform card, they could not flip. Is that now changed?
Well, as you can see, this didn't flip. You do get the transform trigger like this, but the copy effect is only copying the one side. It has changed a little bit. I don't remember the specifics of the exact change for Mom. I know one of the changes they made in March of the Machine is if you had a token that is a copy of something, that token can transform because they had the incubate tokens and those needed to transform.
Yes.
So I think that was the change that happened there.
So if we had like a scenario of the blue-black invasion that became a copy once it flipped, is that what it was called? When you take over a battle?
Is that Invasion of Amonkhet?
Yeah, that's the one. I remember that if you copied like the 2-drop that could transform for 3 or 6, it wouldn't transform. But is that allowed to happen now?
Are they allowing that now, Steve?
I don't remember enough of the details of that to answer.
I'm just curious. Like, I kind of get why the grub works, because what you're saying is what does this fall like under a layer or something like that?
Yeah,
on the stack?
Yeah. It's copying is layer 2, so you have the base characteristics, which did change because it transformed. And anything that is represented by a transforming double-face card can transform.
So, Invasion of Amonkhet, if it copied Grub, would the same thing happen? As our example just now, to be specific.
But that makes a token, doesn't it? Like, that doesn't copy.
No. So the invasion, remember, on the backside, it becomes a copy of something from the graveyard. So if you copy Grub, would it have the exact same layer as our Erdu that was copied into a Grub?
Don't quote me on this, but I think it would work similarly because something enters as a copy. I think that still applies on layer 2. So I think it would be a 4/4 Grub, and then you could pay a mana to transform it. The transformed side would still be the copies.
Thank you, Steve. That was awesome. That was a really cool one. That was neat. I don't understand. I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it at all. So it's great.
You get my round of applause, Steve.
Raph, before we let you go, you enjoying Lorwyn Shadowmoor League?
I am loving it so much I've entropy 5 times.
All right, I would say which side do you like more, Lorwyn or Shadowmoor? Do you not care?
I would say the ECL side. Is that Lorwyn?
Eclipsed. I don't know. What does that even mean? The ECL side, is that just
side that's your base ECL pool?
That's the Lorwyn. Yeah, Lorwyn. That's Lorwyn.
Yes, I would say I enjoy that one more, just because I like building off of synergies. My pool's weird though. My pool wants to do the exact same colors, so it's kind of like a headache for me. Like doing Abzan in both pools, it's like, dude, come on.
I have a similar problem where it's like I'm black in both pools. I'm like, well, I mean, I don't really. One gets all the elves, the other one just gets like the good cards. I don't know. It's not going great. It's not a good strategy. Don't do it.
Do you like one pool more than the other? Do you like the light side or the dark side a little more?
I think the dark side's way more interesting. I'm playing a dragon glow, but my changelings are dragons. I'm putting counters on stuff. I had a cool interaction where I warped something in and then put a bunch of -1 counters on it, and then it warped away. The counters are gone. It's great. I like that stuff. I like the cool, weird interactions in the Shadowmoor pool.
You like neg counters?
Neg counters. Yes.
Okay. When you said counters, I was like, wait, you're excited for the counters to go?
Oh, no. You warp it in. No, you warp it in. You cast your blight spell. You put your counter on your warped guy. Oh, he's gone now. Boom. Your neg counter. Negative counter. Yes.
You kind of draw me back into playing.
I think the other side's boring because it's just Lorwyn, and like I get that in draft and sealed already. Like
that's fair.
It's elf decks and it's Kifkin decks and elemental decks. That's what it is.
You don't want to beat up on fellow AGLers with your mass amount of ECL knowledge?
No, man, I'm getting beat up these days. This is not my league. I'm 7-8. I'm getting my butt kicked. People out here are too good, and my decks, they suck. What can I say? Man, what a good stumper from Steve. I hope this is the return of Steves Stumpers. I know that this is a very ragtag show today, but it's been hinted at that Stumpers may come back. That's the thing. Maybe we could help from some of the other Steves. Every Steve can kind of contribute a little bit. I think it's doable. I think we could, as a team, we pitch in a team of Steves, we make it happen.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. They take a little time to set up, and kind of got out of it, but I know people like them, and I think I can queue up a few.
I love it.
So that I can keep them going for a little bit.
That's the thing, is it's been so long that like you got to think half the people in the server now probably don't even know what they are. People don't know what a Steve Stumper is. They don't dream of getting stumped by Steve. But oh boy, is that about to change. Well, Nick A. Neestar still not there. Alex O is there. Alex O, you want to talk to me for a second?
I can try. I don't know how good my mic is right now.
Oh, you sound great. You sound wonderful. Do you have any opinions between Lorwyn versus the Shadowmoor pools? Which one you like more? Which one is doing better or more fun?
I like Shadowmoor. I like the chaos aspect more.
Yeah, me too. Lorwyn's just boring old Lorwyn stuff. Did you do the MKM draft earlier too? Were you into that?
No, I had to drop out beforehand, but I don't remember that set. All I know was the Detective's hat. That's about all I remember.
Yeah, me too, man. Detectives and flip creatures. That's it. And red's good. Red, white's good.
Yeah, that seems to be a lot of these.
Usually it's red.
Woe was good and too, wasn't it?
What was that?
Like, I don't know, it's just like LCI, like in my head, it's like LCI, MKM, and Woe, for whatever reason, are all falling under the same umbrella. I remember Woe, like, red, white was also really good.
My heart, Alex, my heart.
I must say, I like
strong.
Woe. That's true. You're naming a bunch of sets that Raph likes. A bunch of aggressive sets.
I do like the sets that, tend to lean more towards getting on the board and kind of pushing that advantage forward. MKM, for as not great of a format it is to play long term, I feel like it's fun in short little bursts. Like blue-red's a thing. White is just like, as you guys said, it's pretty good, right? White-red, white-green, white-blue, all phenomenal archetypes. But then you have like the nitty-gritty, the Insidious Roots deck, the Chalk Outline decks, the 4 to 5 color soup decks. If you get the Panthers and the Tunnelers, there's a lot of depth to MKM that I really enjoyed.
I think it's fun. I think it's got some depth. Although now that Cube's out, I'm starting to cube up a bit, and maybe I just haven't drafted in a long time. And oh boy, Lorwyn was there when I needed it. You know, I had time to play Magic, and it was the Magic set that was out.
Are you digging Cube a little more for the power, or just more because you're just tired of Lorwyn? Still want to draft, but just don't want to draft Lorwyn.
It's more that I'm tired of Lorwyn. Honestly, I'm not very good at Cube because I haven't played Cube in like 6 or 7 years, and I just don't know what the interactions are anymore. You know, like I don't know what the current combos in Cube are and what like Reanimator's trying to do. I almost always force Storm too. I always just want to force Storm. It's so fun. I love playing Storm.
You're braver than I am.
Oh, it's not good, and I don't win, but I like using my brain like that.
That was my next question. I was going to say, are you going gem positive?
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. What about you, Alex?
I feel like in the current Cube, I was going to say, well, in the current Cube, like, well, the past, I don't know, 2-3 years of Cube, Storm is basically just a 3-card combo.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of killed, like, I mean, there's, when Sensei's Divining Top is in, which hasn't been on the Arena one, but when that's in, you can do, like, Bolas Citadel for a Storm, like, Tinker Storm with that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, it's just, like, Breach, LED, Brain Freezes, like, the whole Storm pile.
Yeah, it's lame. It's lame. Although I will say, I got Tendrils on turn 2 yesterday, and it was insane. It was like, they had a Black Lotus. They did a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of mana, and it was impressive. But it was also like, there's no way I could have won this game, and what was the point of that at the same time? Which is Cube, so it's fun. So I like Cube, but I'm not as good at Cube as I used to be. I used to be all right at Cube. These days, I'm not very good at Cube, but I do like it. It is good Magic, and I like playing Magic. So, I mean, I'm still having fun.
Yeah, I feel like Cube to me feels like a playground. Like, there's just so much you can do in the draft. Like, you have so much freedom.
Yeah.
In like what your picks are and where you're trying to get to, and even like you might end up somewhere you didn't expect to be as well, or just like shove a random like Reanimate package in your blue-white deck.
It works.
And sometimes that works. Yeah.
You can just throw Brain Freeze in any deck, and you catch them on the right turn, and you just won. You know, like, which happened to me, by the way. It was super annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had a game where I was playing against someone where they went infinite. They had Fast Bond, Zero Orb. You know, they had like infinite life, infinite mana, and I got to win just by Brain Freezing them at the end of their turn. That was very satisfying.
I feel like
they stormed off on their own. Yeah.
Hey, that's how they get you. You know, did they need to cast those 5 extra spells? Probably not, but they're having fun and they're using their mana.
Yeah, I mean, it is so tilting when you lose that way, though.
Oh, yeah, it's insanely tilting because I lost that way and I was so tilted. Oh my god, I was so mad. But it's fun. It's fun. I do like the Cube, but it's also more so that I'm just a little Lorwyn out at this point. I played a lot of Lorwyn, and the league is a lot of Lorwyn, so it's a lot of Lorwyn.
I mean, I find drafting Lorwyn, like, it's quite thematic, because it does feel like I'm drafting through brambles. Like,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the picks don't feel that fun. Like, I feel like I'm getting punished a lot by by looking at the packs and going, oh, well, I want to do that, but that's far away from where I am now, so I've got to stay away.
Yeah, okay, I'll just keep taking these bad cards to do what I'm trying to do.
I think my problem in Lorwyn is I don't know. I'm scatterbrained when it comes to drafting. Like, my pack 1 pick 1's red, my pack 1 pick 2 is red, my pack 1 pick 3 is red, and then I see Merfolk Eclipse come by on the next pick, and I go, I'm red, that's far away from me, so I let it go by. And then my next pick is another pretty good Merfolk, and I go, I'm not Merfolk, I'll let it go by. And then another Merfolk comes by, and I go, I should probably look at a Merfolk now.
Now it's too late.
It's not that it's too late, it's just my brain tells me it's too late, right? Because now pack 2 is going to be super hard. I'm behind on picks, because in my mind I need 8 cards a pack to make a functional deck.
Well, you also just sent the signal to the person sitting next to you that you're not in Merfolk, and then you switch to Merfolk. Now you're going to be fighting for them in the next pack.
They can kind of go like a multitude of 3 ways, right? Like you might see 3 Eclipses go by and pick 5, and it's like something's going on here. I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's like a combo of like arena drafters, schizophrenic. Who knows what they're doing, and then combine that with cross-pod play. It's like if you're playing in the same pods, then like it doesn't feel as punishing because they've also probably had like similar weird decisions. But then because it's cross-pod, who knows? You're just out against like the open waters, and it's just very hard to like build a deck that can compete with the top decks if you're finding it hard in like pack 2 say to figure out what the hell to do.
Yeah,
I feel that it's even like if you play in pod though, right? Like sometimes your corner is just crushed with indecisiveness, while the other corner is just free swimming in their colors. Like we know we're supposed to be. Good luck to you guys.
That's why I kind of like this format more for sealed than for draft. Because I feel like in sealed, everyone's trying to cobble together the best deck they can instead of, like you said, this cross-pod play it's rough. It's rough, man.
Yes.
But
we'll see what happens. We have turtles coming up next,
We'll see about turtles, man. I don't know if I'm excited for turtles. Yeah, Cowabunga.
I'm with you on that 100%.
I like turtles, but I don't know that I'm excited at all for it. We'll see.
I mean, the Spider-Man burned me. I can't lie.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I'm still not ready.
I picked 2. It's still here.
Are the turtles going to be is it a full set or is it another small set?
Small-ish, I've heard.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
More than
like
Spider-Man, but less than normal, I think, is what they're saying.
Okay. So it's like, we've learned from Spider-Man, but we've not had enough time to actually change this set enough.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Yeah. Hey, as long as there aren't 1,000 Leonardos running around, they gotta have enough characters that there's not the same turtles over and over and over again, right? Like, that's not gonna happen, is it?
You know what? For these universes beyond this, they should bring back the old legend rule, where if it's got the name, you can only have one of them.
I love it.
Ooh.
I like it.
So only one Leonardo.
Spider-Man would have been ruined.
Yes. Yeah. Was it? It wasn't ruined already.
I mean, just because almost all the characters. I mean, like Arena would have been saved, but in paper, that's so weird, right? Because on Arena they all had different names, but in paper.
Oh, I still don't know any of those cards. I couldn't name a single Spider-Man card out of that whole set.
Yeah.
You'd be playing 2 different formats.
I could probably say Black Cat is Wrench. I know that.
Yes.
Spider-Man,
Oh,
Spectacular Spider-Man. He's a card, right?
Yeah, who's MacD?
MacD?
Like, it's like the one and a blue-white hybrid for a 2/2 flyer. Opponent stuff comes in tapped.
Oh. No idea. No clue.
Yeah. It's a spider. It's one of the spider folk.
Right. It's not a villain. It's a hero. I can tell you that.
Oh.
I think. I guess I can't tell you that. I don't really know.
Is there a set this year we're looking forward to?
Strixhaven. Yeah.
Oh. Not Reality Fracture?
I mean, I don't even know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the last
information on
Strixhaven. It was so good.
That was my next question. I'm going to assume that you guys both love the last iteration of Strixhaven.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I think I was still newish at the time, so Strixhaven didn't hit it off well with me. But maybe I should have, more expanded hopes, hoping that I become a better player and can actually draft the format well.
I think Strixhaven also did something different. It changed a lot of the colors of what they were known for. So, like, black-green became, like, the life gain deck, or, like, strategies, which usually is, like, set to, like, white. And then white-black became a lot of token synergistic and stuff like that. So it really kind of changed what you thought what each color combination was and what it would do. So that was kind of a...
I was thinking about this recently. It's like, it's sort of set up the Prismari to is it like the CMC4 or more mattering.
Yeah.
And learn
Which
lesson.
then,
Learn lesson's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of my tension with Strixhaven because my recollection my recollection of Strixhaven is very long matches. And as much as I love Kamigawa Neo, I'll draft that set any day of the week. I could not stand how long some of the matches went sometimes. It felt like your timer in a round, you were going to time almost every single game in competitive.
Those are the best.
Point. But I mean, like, in Strixhaven, you had what? The
Silver
black
Quill.
white as your aggro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Neo, we didn't. I guess like black red was kind of aggro-ish, like your red deck. But like outside of that, aggro, blue black ninjas, okay.
That was decent
Yeah,
aggro. That's
then
what made the format so good.
Yeah.
Like, you could do a bit of everything.
What about you, Raph? What set are you looking forward to? You want Reality Fracture?
I want Wild's Veldry to come back.
It's not on the
Yes.
agenda.
I think I'm excited for Reality Fracture just because it's an unknown set and I'm having high hopes for it. Like someone said earlier, it's supposed to be like our mom set, of new, where it's supposed to be like a bunch of, things happening. Maybe battles make a comeback. I'm just expecting a really juiced, fun draft environment. And I forget the designer of Neo and some of the hottest sets we've gotten in like the last 5 years limited, but I really hope he's designing that set.
You talking about the
Battles
big
would be
Dave?
really cool.
Is that who it is?
Dave Humphries?
Yes. I believe so.
Oh yeah, OTJ he did. I think he did Mom, didn't he?
Yeah, I feel like every banger set that everyone talks about, or like most of people's GOAT sets, Dave had a hand in that.
Who designed Khans of Tarkir?
You don't speak of that guy.
Who designed Spider-Man?
No, I'm joking.
Because I don't know. This is gonna be a weird one, but like the year the March of Machines came out, my top set of that year was between March of the Machines and Khans of Tarkir, because it was on Arena for the first time. I hadn't played it before then, and it was so good.
Yeah.
It was such a fun limited environment.
That's so funny because like everyone loved that set, and when it came to Arena, I felt like everyone hated it because they're like, "This is boomer magic. Everything sucks. These cards aren't good."
Yeah, but like it's all relative. Like it's relative to the rest of the cards in the set.
Well, I think a huge problem is the set was built up by old players of being like a really hyped up draft set.
That's true.
People didn't really know how to draft well. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they took some of the cards out. I'm not sure if we got all the Khans of Tarkir cards.
I don't know. I don't know that.
Because there was a rule of Khans of X amount of mana. It couldn't. You could trade profitably into the card, right? Like 3 mana
the
meant
morphs.
that.
Yeah, the morphs.
Yeah, the morphs. There was like a rule of like 3 mana meant that power 2 or less to trade equitably with it, and 5 mana and up was something else. I forget what that was. There was like a certain card or two that were problematic in the original Khans. When they imported it, I'm not sure if they brought those cards over, but I know from the older vets, one big problem that they've always said is anytime I ask someone what was Khans like, everyone always says the same thing. We played 5-color suit. We took the lands and we did the thing.
Yep.
And we saw that from Daniel in the Mega Draft, right?
And it worked out. He won. You know who we beat in the finals?
You.
John P. Goku or go home.
I thought your deck was pretty freaking good also.
Yeah, but
it's
deck
funny
drew
when you
terribly.
think, right? When Khans came to Arena, we have current day Magic where we have data, we know what's good, and people quickly realize the Mardu colors were very good at punishing those dirtily, morph decks.
Yeah, that's what that league just turned into. It just turned into the morph decks, and at the end it was all the aggro decks,
Yep.
Whatever that... It was just go wide, pump your board. That's all it was. If you play that 2/3 that makes a 1/1, and then you play 2 of those, then you give everything +2/+2 in attack, and you win. That was it.
And there's just so many good cards. Like when there's not a lot of good 2-for-1s, right? It's hard for the mid range or the late game decks to really have a hand in that. Like Sultai had some pretty good tools, but they were really expensive.
Yeah, like Dead Drop. Oh, Dead Drop's sweet, but it's 10 mana or whatever. You got to delve everything.
Was that a problem with like the league? Was that just because of your own league, or it's a bit, what's the word, 60 cards over 40 cards?
Well, it's
League
funny because
people.
League normally doesn't mimic the draft set. Like League tends to favor late game not aggressive, like late game decks.
Yeah, value styles.
Yeah, like you're just pretty much just drawing through your deck. You're using your removal to remove all the the lower drops. Using your premium removal to remove bombs, and whoever can stick their bomb typically will push through towards the end. But lately, we've been seeing leagues where aggro has really been showing out just like it has in the draft formats. Like Spider-Man, green-white, really prevalent. I thought, villains might have been a lot more prevalent, but I don't really think it was.
I think Wrench was prevalent.
I've heard stories of Wrench, but when I go back and look at the trophy or the decks that went off the Mega Draft, they were missing wrenches.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't play any of that set, so I don't really know for other people. Well, I mean, I remember in Guilds of Ravnica specifically, like, Boros was like the second best deck. It was like Dimir, Boros, then a jump down to like the third and fourth. So it's like Boros was pretty good there. I mean, I don't know how supported it was in the others.
I don't think any Boros decks made the top 16, did they?
No,
that was one, wasn't there?
This is a Mega Draft. Let's see. I see a lot of Mega Draft.
Yeah, it was definitely played in the Mega Draft. I know Nick played it.
Nolan got there on some Boros and stuff. Of course, Daniel had a soupy deck.
Yeah, I mean that deck was so cool. I literally just messaged him saying this is amazing. Like, that was such a sick looking deck.
A lot of it is it in this. A lot more than I expected. And some Simic also.
Everyone was afraid of Grixis. Everyone thought they wanted to be Grixis, but then nobody wanted to actually commit to it and fight over it.
Oh, and the Mega Draft.
Yeah, in the Mega Draft.
Okay, I was looking at the decks. I was like, there's a lot of Grixis.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
This makes a lot more sense.
I guess it makes sense that there wasn't if everyone's good at drafting, everyone knows what they think everyone else is going to be in, then people are going to try and avoid that, which then create this weird situation.
I think
no one wants to be it.
It could have been something to do with the guild gates also. One thing I heard from some of the players that Mega drafted was they didn't see any guild gates. And the fixing's not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I know.
Those lockets are beautiful.
I do wonder if moving forward, my philosophy is, can League really imitate draft set a lot better than I thought, especially when it comes to aggro. I think I've downplayed aggro for far too long.
Are you playing
I
Kithkins?
don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't think aggro is good, even now.
I used to think the same thing, but we had a talk on the side server about a year or two ago that kind of mirrored how we're talking now, about how aggro and the League don't really get along. And Sawyer posted a ton of aggro decks and gave some data at the time about how aggro is not as bad as we all thought. And I can say I didn't really pay too much attention to that because I'm still not playing aggro, but I think I should start giving it more credence now. Sawyer is smarter than I am, and he has a ton of success with aggro in League.
Well, he played 4/5 color soup in the last league, so
The man's flexible, I'll say that much.
4/5 color aggro soup.
He's known as the Disper's muscle when it comes to the aggro.
Oh, Nick, you missed the question earlier. What do you like more, your Lorwyn, playing your Lorwyn matches or playing your Shadowmoor matches?
I mean, I win my Lorwyn matches a lot more, but the Shadowmoor matches are more interesting. I keep having weird interactions, like making a load of dragons for my Stormscale Scion with changelings.
Cool.
Omni Changeling. I mean, that's just a fun card.
Yeah.
But there's some wacky stuff you can copy. And I'm just a chaos enjoyer in general.
Me too.
But I'm losing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, Nick. Me too. It's okay. This one's just not for us. This one's not for us.
I don't know who it's for. I don't know what's making the decks good. Who's winning? Anyone here winning in Shadowmoor? What's the trick?
Yes.
No.
Nobody? I'm just trying to make my dumb deck play elementals, and it's not working. I can't turn it into an elemental deck. I'm trying. It doesn't work.
So just all card advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Old school league.
I was about to say, it sounds like the ideal way to win a League 101.
All card advantage. That's why my deck's so bad. I don't have any.
What's that meme of, it's like Little Yachty or someone? working like a Apple store or something, and it's like, that's what I'm supposed to do.
The Drake one.
Well, hey, I want to thank everyone for coming by and join my fun little live thing that we did. I got to wrap up now, or we'll just talk forever, because I know how we are. So I'll thank everyone who's in here. Alex O, Poison Chicken, Chris Y, You Work on Games, Jimmy C, Magic God, John D, Daily Draft, John P, Go Cougar, Go Home, thanks, bud. Nick A, Neestar, Raphael F. Prudent, and Steve T. Strout for the Steves Stumper that stumped everybody, and I don't know who wouldn't be stumped by that, because gosh, that was crazy. That was awesome. And thanks to Latu who was in earlier, and Zeke, and everybody on the server. Thanks for coming in and enjoying my fun, weird little live thing, and maybe we'll do it again soon. And hey, we'll get back to the normal part of the show now. It was a little ragtag. It was a little crazy, but hey, it was a last minute thrown together little live thing. I used to do more live shows with live songs and stuff, and it's something I'd like to get back into doing more. I like getting the vibe of people just hanging out in the Discord on the show sometimes. But I also have to figure out how to not have problems because it's not fun. But it was a great time to get everybody on and to talk to everyone. And again, I love Steves Stumper. I love that it's coming back. I hope you guys are ready for it. And I hope you're out there keeping a good 7. Come on, man. That's what it's all about. And I hope that shuffler's in your favor. Because I got 3 Sunderflocks in my deck, okay? And not that many elementals. So I need that shuffler to be in my favor. And do me a favor. Don't kill my elementals when we play. I need those. They're not doing anything. It's just a 1/4 elemental. Just leave it alone. It doesn't have to die. It's only a huge part of my game plan. We'll see everybody here next week. And we talk about how Shadowmoor week was and see if I survived one more week. Until then, I guess this is Go Home.